bestie. Hi, my gorgeous, 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 gorgeous friend. So, bestie, I want to lose you here. And bestie, I think this is long overdue. Because it's getting old, so we need to brush your hair, loosen it, and then brush it so that it's brand new. It's brand new, okay? So I don't want you to bother about anything. I don't want you to bother about anything, okay? Do not bother about the class going on. Don't bother about the lecture. Don't bother about the teacher. Don't bother about anything, okay? Just focus on the sensation and let me help you relax, okay? Yeah. So soft and silky. Yeah. So, bestie, you don't believe what happened last week. Yeah, you were not in class, I remember. I think you were not feeling too well and you didn't show up for class that day. But you wouldn't believe what happened. You really missed a lot. You missed a lot. So they had a fight. You remember? I don't need to call their names for you to know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that's right. I think the fight was already brewing, but I think that day, with what happened that day, it was just like the last straw that broke the camel's back, and they broke out in a fight, you know. Yeah, of course. Jesse and Matilda. Yeah, it was such a big fight. I think they're no longer together even because I've not seen them hanging out together since that day. It was such a big fight. So, from what I heard from my sources, yeah, I trust my sources, okay? So from what I heard from my sources, they said Jesse sent a message to Brittany. Can you imagine that? And not just a regular message, it wasn't just a regular message. He sent a message telling her that, oh, he loves her, but because he's with Matilda, he can't really, take action on his feelings for her and all of that. Yes, can you imagine? That was what happened, and Matilda saw the message on Jess's phone and she was like, what is this? Like, why did you send this message? Like, what was the aim of this? How could you do this to me? And all of that stuff. She was so disappointed. She was really, 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 really disappointed. But Jesse denied it. He was like, oh, he gave his phone to his friend, Fabian. Yeah, that Fabian was the one who sent the and turns out it was a lie. He was just lying. He was just lying. Yeah, so Jesse was the one who actually sent the message, and they had this big fight, and they haven't talked since then. Yeah, they've just been cold towards each other, they've been cold towards each other, and it's just been like that for a week now, about a week. I know, like, I saw this coming. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not trying to be, the bad person, but I honestly saw this coming from the very beginning. Yeah, that Jessica is not to be trusted. Yeah, I can tell. I can see through him. I can see through his nice, Mr. Gentleman show that he puts on. You can really see through all of that. He's not to be trusted, I tell you. So they haven't talked since then. And Matilda has been a bit sad. She's just been really sad. I really feel for her. The betrayal. And to think that Matilda and Brittany are friends. They were friends. Well, they're still friends because technically Matilda didn't, Brittany didn't, respond to the message. I think Brittany is the one who gave Matilda the hint to, like, check his phone and check his messages so she could see for herself. So they are still friends actually, but for Matilda and Jesse, I think that chapter is closed. I really think that chapter is closed. I think that chapter is closed. Yeah, it was such a big fight. Drew so many people's attention. Like, it was huge. You really missed out. Yeah, and a whole lot of things happened last week while you were away from school. Yeah. And yeah, we made some preparations towards prom. Of course. Yeah, I could catch up to that. We are already making plans for what color we're gonna wear. As a friend group, we need to wear something similar to strengthen our bond. Yeah, so you can't miss that. I will catch you on that. And actually, we're thinking of wearing the color blue. Well, I know you like blue, so that's not going to be a problem. Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. We're gonna have so much fun. We are going to have so much fun. We are going to have so much fun with you. We are going to have so much fun, and I can't wait till that day. It's going to be such a great one. We're going to make history. We are going to make history as, the host of the best like night ever. The best prom night ever. We're going to make history. I can assure you that. Okay. So, bestie, I've actually been meaning to ask you, What products do you use? Because your hair is it's just so beautiful. What products do you use for your hair? What shampoo? What's everything. If you do treatments, if you do monthly, weekly, yearly treatments, whatever you do for your hair, just spill the tea. Let me know, because I really need to make my hair ready for prom. I want my hair to be in the best state possible. I want my hair to be in the best state possible. So, please just let me know. Give me the info. And you know what? I want a particular product to use because I love the way your hair smells. So I don't want like variations of the products. I want the exact, like I don't want you to bring your exact products to me, but like I need scent products, okay? So please spill yeah, I'm almost done loosening the braids. Yeah, the takedown process isn't that hard. It's quite simple, and I can actually use my fingers. I don't need to use, the comb I've been using. Yeah, I can actually use my fingers. Yeah, so when I'm done taking out all the braids, then we can proceed to brush your hair, brush your entire hair. Yeah, just too left now. It's just too left for me to take down. You see, that was so easy. So easy. Now we just need to brush properly. You need to brush properly. So, basically, I'm trying to, focus, like, brush your hair properly. So, what I'm going to do now is section here, and brush it out in sections so that I don't miss out any parts of your hair. Section and brush it out in sections.